Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Cool.
We're all good. Take it away.
Oh, all right. Hello, everybody. Didn't I just see you guys? I think I just saw you guys on an episode of The Inside. I just got done with that. And it's funny because like Amy's like, I have a special guest. Can you guys guess who it is? And it was so funny. Like, I'm like right here in the meeting, video on and everything, and everyone's like, Sarah, David. Well, if some said my name, they probably saw me in the thing, right? So that's cool. All right. Are we gonna keep this thing on that banner that says travel bootcamp? Wait, hold on. Before you take your travel business to the next level with travel knowledge exclusive boot camp. All right. So this boot camp is solely focused on travel bookings, right? Cool. Um, yeah, there you go. All right. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing well. What day is this for the boot camp? This is like a week-long boot camp, yeah? 3? Right on. Okay. Um, by a quick kind of like on the chat line, how many of you guys, how long have you guys been in the business with the company? 1 month, 2 weeks, 11 months, 10 months, 6 weeks. Okay. 3 weeks. Okay, so we got some babies in here. Nice. How are you guys enjoying it so far? For those of you that's been here a few weeks. Oh, for real? You guys are enjoying it? I love that. That's good to hear. A lot of supports. Fantastic, slightly overwhelming. That's going to be pretty normal. Getting there slowly. Busy. Right on. Okay. Need money to come in. I feel you, Kim. I feel you. Never felt so supported, overwhelmed for sure. Found my passion. Okay, so Cindy's been in there for 1 week. Loads of information. Okay, good, good. So we do have a lot of new agents here. For those of you that haven't met me, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. My name's Charles Lee, and I've been with this company since 2016 now, and I actually started taking it seriously in 2018. That's when I really just kind of decided, all right, this is what I want to do. So it's cool that you guys are here, just getting started with this. I want to say you guys are in a very special place. We treat everybody like family. And when I asked the question, like, how are you guys enjoying it so far? You got a lot of you guys said love it. And I see a number of people said overwhelmed. And I guess, that's, I like that. I like overwhelmed because that means there's definitely no shortage of your brain getting information. It's just a lot, right? It's just a lot. And to be able to sift through a lot, that amount of information that is coming in, and I know it can be like loads by the truckload, and it's just so much. But I want to be the first to say, or at least validate, to assure you that that is normal, and keep showing up and keep chipping away, even though it's overwhelming, because at some point, because it's new, it's a lot, but at some point you're going to catch up to all the information that this company has to provide. And it's not going to take too long. It is a lot of information, and just keep at it. And what's going to end up happening is you start getting familiar. Oh, I've been here before. I've like, okay, I've done this training. All right. So we go to the next training and like, oh, I've done this. Or, there's only so much. There is a finite amount of information that really gonna get you going. And then from there you master all that information as you go. But in the beginning, of course, it's gonna be overwhelming because it is a lot of information, but that's a good thing. That means you don't have a shortage. It's like I don't know, a kid going in a candy store and there's just so much candy, or going to a buffet, right? Your stomach can only eat so much. If you go to a buffet, you're like, you see all these amazing foods, and you're like, and I want to be the first to say, treat it like you're going to a buffet, right? Sample a little bit of everything, but then like I think you kind of have a good idea on like, oh, this is what I want to eat. I want to eat the ribs, or I want to eat the Italian theme, or whatever. And you kind of like pick and choose kind of like what you like. And then that's the pretty much the plate that you're going to eat. But here's the reality: you're not going to be able to eat all the food that the place has to offer, are you? It's just so much. And so take it to what your brain can digest, absorb, and keep coming back. And then just, as your brain needs more information, keep going at it. And I promise you, you're just going to start getting really crafty, and you're going to start to get everything. So that way you can really start, kind of applying and executing the things that you learn. Are you guys with me? Does that make sense? Like, overwhelmed is good. And some of you guys are like, I love it. That's because like your brains are thirsty for all this like incredible information. So you're like, yeah, more. And I definitely want to like encourage you guys to exercise the support, you know, exercise the support that, we got some pretty incredible leaders here. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. You guys all have a chat line that you can ask questions to. And this is a lot of the times a community effort that everybody comes together where we help each other, because I want to be the one to validate that everyone here on this line have something in common. We all want to get really good at our travel bookings, or become the most optimal travel agent that we can be. So that is something like I love. It takes a village to make things work, and I'm a really huge advocate of that ideology, because one person can really specialize in cruises, another person can really specialize in Evil Plus, another person can specialize in Viator, and all these other different vendors that exist, because we don't know what you're really gonna fall in love with in terms of the kind of travel. The idea is to kind of like be proficient in all the different kinds of travel that exist. But, like, take a specialty, pick something that you really like cruises or whatever, or even a specific cruise line for that matter, and then just really learn everything about that specific cruise line, and become a specialist in that specific niche. I can't stress that enough, because in the beginning we're trying to learn everything, and it's a lot. And then let alone, even if we do learn everything, we're gonna have to start executing in that specific thing, and that is a craft on its own. Here's what I propose: that pick one thing, pick one thing, and become a master at that one thing. Like, you feel super good about that. The ideology that comes behind that is becoming a specialist in your field. See, here's the thing. When my wife is a travel agent, like, she loved a little bit of everything. I think one of the biggest things that she really loved to do is like hotels. That's something that she just seemed to have a real knack for, or anything that has to do with Vegas, show tickets, etc. Um, but what I like told her is be the travel agent, not just a travel agent. Be the THE. What that does is like let me be the travel specialist when it comes to cruises. Let me be the specialist in Viking, Alaskan, Celebrity, Virgin, whatever, right? This way, it like isolates you and narrows you down to something that's tangible where you can ideally just focus on that thing and truly become a specialist, right? To become a master at that one thing. I love that because what that is essentially does is you're a master at your craft and like a master in your field. Like, the analogy that goes good at many things, but a master at none, right? There's something special about you having that one specialty that you really shine in and taking a lot of pride in, understanding how that works. And so that positions you in a place where like people will want to go to you for that specific thing. So tinker with it, experiment, see where you find the most passion and find where you get the most enjoyment. And then really just kind of focus in on that one field, right? And just really get to understand everything about that one field instead of trying to take on like this truckload of so many different kinds of travel. So that way, like it doesn't feel like it's overwhelming and too much. Because I promise you, even if you pick that one field, even that will be a lot. But at least what that will do for your brain is kind of narrows it down to where something that's understandable, if you will, that makes more sense. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you guys? I mean, that's what's ultimately helped me um to all just like pick one thing that makes sense. So that way, like I'm not sitting here trying to take on like the spinning plates, right? Have you guys ever heard of like the spinning plates? The story where like those people like those whatchamacallit, the when you get a plate and like those performers who get a stick and then they'll put a plate on top of the stick and then they'll start spinning it and it's just this balancing act, right? And then what they'll do is get another uh, they'll get another stick and then spin the next plate, and then they'll get another stick spin. Before you know it, he's got like 7, 8 spinning plates. But here's what happens during the rotation: the first one that you spun starts slowing down and starts wobbling. Then he has to go over there and then reactivate that plate and then spin it again, and on it goes, maintaining all 8, 9 plates going, but he's just the performer is basically just never stopping and maintaining plates. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of time what we find ourselves doing when we try to do so many things all at once. You know? So find your specific niche that works for you and start there. That's something that I will always highly recommend. um I get the question, what's my niche? So listen, when I started this, okay, I started this with my wife, and this theme is more on travel. My niche, if you're asking me straight up, I will tell you right out the gate, my niche is team building. I love everything about it. I love the people. I love building people up. I love um, bringing people on board. I love seeing growth within my agents. That's something that I just fell in love with behind what my wife really took off in travel booking. See, her niche was hotels, and then she started there and everything Las Vegas, right? So then she start once you start mastering that one thing, it you get to grow that. You get to diversify your specialties. Then she started going into cruises. Then she started going into nightclubs, all of these things. But my aim is to like tell you, find that one thing that you absolutely love and you can expand on that after you feel that you've mastered it, right? So my wife's specialty then became, becoming the travel agent. And then from there, once I realized how amazingly real this platform is because the paychecks was coming in, the akimbo dings or pings as you call it, and the money starts coming in, that was a eye-opening epiphany moment for me. Where do I fit in all of this? Because for me personally, um, I don't personally have the patience like my wife did to uh do all the questions, figuring out their budget and whatever. Like every travel is different. So like one client wants to do like a 7-person cruise for this cruise line, and your next client wants hotels and this, that, the other. So you become this all around travel agent. And I don't know, maybe women are better suited to do that. But I know I definitely just uh it's just not my cup of tea. It is what it is. However, so many agents in this platform, you amazing women on this call, you guys just have like the it factor. I don't know. Maybe it's just because you're more intelligent and you have more patience or whatever. That just works, right? Me, I'm more straightforward, more linear. Like, look, this is the price. This is the ability of the income that you can make in this business, right? Oh, you know what? A better word for it is women by biology, whether it be, I'm guessing most of you guys are mothers, but have a nurturing element that just has this caretaking element. Not all. I'm totally, I'm totally like, uh, I don't know, uh, giving a stigma on women or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm doing or categorizing. But women are definitely more nurturing, right? So, or better multitaskers, definitely for sure. So like for me, like there was something about me that just absolutely loved the idea of making residual income, but at the same token, um, that's always been my thing where I did a lot of sports or even video gaming for that matter. And because of my passion on it, oftentimes because of my level of involvement, I oftentimes become the leader or captain of that thing. And then I end up taking charge of a lot of these tasks and things like that. And so like I kind of saw a relative common denominator that even in this platform, I can bring people on board and show them what I do here in this platform, doing what we do. And my wife actually was able to learn from me, and we created this jail like cohesion that was able to provide the ability to be an optimal travel booker as well as a travel team builder. And I think that's incredible, right? So if you ask me my niche, like my there's a certain part of me where I truly love helping other people, and this was my way of of giving back. So yeah, that's definitely my niche. So I found my lane in this company doing what we do, and sure enough, um, many gazillion. I don't know if you go to our website, risingtideorg.com, you're going to see how many I attend card holders we have. If you go look at the title, I attend superstars. Man, forget about it. This is the beauty of what we have here with our leadership and rising tide. So that way it, positions you guys in a way where you guys can truly take off with what it is that we do. So yeah, we're hardwired, nurturers. And I think that really plays the element. You wonder why in what we do here in evolution travel, 98% of the agents are females, because this is more that kind of servicey. How can I help you? How can I make your day better? How can I arrange your dream travel arrangement? And that in itself is just super incredible, personal and customer satisfaction for sure. So I want to say, um, you guys are definitely with the right organization, especially with the right people like Amy Moore, Halia, incredible travel bookers that really are going to be super supportive and help navigate you to help you earn money as a travel agent. Here's my next question. How many of you guys are already earning travel income through booking travel? Okay, that's awesome. So we got Kathy Seekinder saying working on it. I have pending commission. Okay, so I guess my next question is how many you how many of you have not earned money yet? Okay, good. There's all right. So there is a number of you that haven't earned money yet. All right. I earned once a year ago. Rebecca, we gotta change that around. Well, we gotta fix it. Okay, so here we go. For those of you that haven't earned money, what aren't you doing? Where can you improve? What's stopping you? I guess is a good question. That's a three-part question. Like, what do you feel? Maybe you're just too new, right? Maybe you just got started and you're just too new. Like, okay, I haven't started applying it yet. Okay, can't find clients. I'm too new. Okay, 2 months, still no clients. Still in the learning curve. I'm staying concerned, getting out and networking, can't find clients. Have someone who may want to book a flight. Okay, just getting started. Have a hotel, book tomorrow. All right. Yeah. Afraid. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of you who haven't made money yet. Fought to 1 year and 4 months, no money yet. Bro, seriously? We're gonna have to start really looking deep into what's going on here for a year. I can't find clients. All right. What's going on? So I guess my next question is what have you guys done, right? To get clients realistically and be truthful to yourself. Like, what have you done to get clients, because we really need to start breaking that mold to get you clients. L, let's go one by one. Rel, Beaver, Hod, nothing. Yeah, well, if you don't do anything, then nothing's gonna happen. Okay, marketing, network, comment, networking, the tip, posting on social media, lots of social media ads, lots of doc media ads. Okay, got mine from Facebook. I'm about to start. Just found organization base that works for me, so can't wait. Posting on Facebook, talk to 5 to 10 people a day. And I'm out in my town and running errands, have flyers out, have collateral out, and change my info on Facebook and see that I'm a travel agent. All right. So I guess my question is, what have you guys been doing that haven't been getting clients? All right. So real quickly, I'm gonna answer the questions to the people who are currently making money right now. So those of you who aren't making money at this moment, don't answer. Here is my question to those that are making money booking travel. What are you guys doing currently right now to earn income through booking travel? Like, what are you guys using to get clients? Referrals, maybe Facebook and Google, getting out in the community, social media, telling everyone I know about my new job, lineable social media promotions, friends and family. Okay. Social media, word of mouth. Casey, not being a silent or not being a secret agent, right? Secret agents don't oftentimes make money here in this business. In-person vendor events, word of mouth referral. Okay, good. So I want you, for those of you guys that aren't making money booking travel, I want you to take a look at the answer of what these amazing people are doing. If you notice what they're saying, and if we're going through the common denominator of everything that they're saying, they're being proactive. They're willing to be out of their comfort zone and reaching new people, right? Even friends and family. You got to let people know that you exist. You can't have this I'm a secret agent mentality, because if you do that, nobody's going to know that this is what your specialty is. Nobody's going to know that this is what you do. You really have, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of you that are introverts. I fully understand that. This is one of those things where, like, we got to break out of that mold of our safety bubble. Okay. Our safety bubble keeps us safe. It keeps our heart rate at a level heartbeat. It doesn't give us any anxiety. Um, and all of those things. But I'm here to tell you, this is primarily for people who are introverted, right? This is super incredibly important, especially for someone who's been in this business for a year and 4 months and like never booked anything. There's something definitely fundamentally we got to look at as to why we didn't. That just doesn't make sense to me. What that translates to me is that I'm not out there. There's something missing. I'm not networking. I'm not talking to people. People don't know that I exist. I've let about 700 days go by without booking a single thing. Like, what does that say? And when you look at the people who are making money, they're not making this shit up. They're telling you what they're doing. Excuse my language. But they're not making their answers up. This is what they're doing. They're hitting people up on social media. Look, for those of you, here's a reality check. If you just go to an airport, okay, just wherever you're, just take a drive there. Go go to the airport and see how many people are taking flights. How many people are being dropped off as the passenger drop off at the departing flight section? Just walk in, see how many people are standing in line to get their tickets. Go to a hotel, see how many people are checking in. This is this is an everyday thing. This is a constant thing. This is something that never ends. Right? So when you understand that fact, here's a reality check. You'll never run out of leads. Travel's not going anywhere. It's an $8 trillion industry. It's just not going anywhere. It's there for your taking. Okay. So you could theoretically, okay, if I were to tell you as an introvert, I'm going to send you a lead and you're going to F it up because you're, you haven't booked anybody yet. But then tomorrow, I send you another lead. Okay, you go through that and you blow that one too. And I'm just going to keep sending them to you every single day, and they never end. Do you think you'll be able to eventually figure out, like, okay, I can start knocking some of these clients out and start being able to really learn this craft, knowing that no matter how much I fail, there's going to be another client the next day, right? This is the attitude that you honestly have. Okay, so now what does that mean? Well, first off, I have to get clients then. I have to get clients that I can blow out the water, that I can screw up. So what do you do? We're going to take the first step and let people know that you exist. Don't be afraid to let people know you exist. Hey, everyone. Now, some of you don't like going on camera, don't like putting on social media. Look, if you have friends on social media and they're your genuine friends and then people you actually know, social media is incredibly important for the trust factor for people to know that you are who you say you are. If you're sitting there with profile pictures of no pictures of yourself, but the picture seems to be all profile picture of cartoons of Snoopy laying down on his like doghouse, like that's not gonna cut it. People want to know that you are who you say you are. If you're just constantly putting up posts of like motivational words and like beautiful travel pictures, you think people are going to trust you? Okay, that's cool. This is what you do. But they don't know who you are, right? They need to know that it's you. Wherever you go, if you do like to do extracurricular activity, take a picture of yourself in that amazing view, right? Take a picture of your amazing view. Hey, I had a great time over here. And it's so awesome to be a travel agent because I was able to get a discount, and I saved my clients X amount of money. They had a good time or whatever. Be genuine, be sincere. Oh, I love the travel agency that I work for because I'm able to travel in these amazing places. Because don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Even if you don't personally travel, take a moment and a day out in your neighborhood. Take some good pictures of yourself. Enjoy it. Just have a day out on a staycation. It's amazing to be a travel agent because I was able to do this if it wasn't for my travel agency. Either case scenario, here's what I eventually want you to get to. Hey, my name is Perla or Jennifer. I'm now officially a travel agent. I just got my certification. Here it is with Disney. If any of you guys want to do X, Y, and Z, i.e., go on cruises, go to Cancun, Mexico, or whatever, let me know. I'll take care of it for you. Let me take care of it for you. especially coming up. We're in November right now. February is right around the corner. You guys better like let your balls hang out. I'm sorry, that's a male terminology, but you gotta be willing to get out there and let yourself be known, because here it comes. New Year's. That's 2 months to figure this out. New Year's, people are going to want to go on vacation. They're going to get their tax return shortly in February after they do their taxes. And they, guess what people are going to want to do? They want to spend the money. You're going to miss the boat on that? Every freaking year, this happens. Please don't miss that boat. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. Oh man, I gotta let people know I exist. Friends and family. Here's something you could also say. Don't worry, I'm not gonna charge a single dime. Let me just do it for you. I'll take care, and you're gonna get paid on the back end anyway, right? Just so you can get the work in. For those of you guys that have a little bit of time, just get the work in. Let me just do it for you, because you're gonna get paid on the back end with the vendors anyway. I work for free. I'm doing this right. Brothers, sisters, whatever, when your cousin calls you, okay, how much? Nothing. Don't worry. I got you. Let me take care of this for you. You just do the work. You're going to get paid on the back end with the vendors and suppliers. Let that happen. Let that start. But you got to get the work in. You have to. You got to get out of that comfort zone, because if you don't, I promise you, 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 if you don't book that client and if you don't start exercising and applying, you're going to live in this world of being frozen. And you're not going to get anything done. Everything's just going to be theoretical. You're going to go another year and a half, another year and 4 months without booking a damn thing. You just got to say, F it. Here it goes. I'm about to puke because I'm so damn anxiety ridden and I'm so nervous that I gotta do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just post. Do it. Get it done. It's like ripping a band-aid. Ah, and you're gonna realize it wasn't that bad. I got through it. Let the addiction start taking place. It's gonna get better. It's gonna start getting easier. You know, I promise you. Like, I swear to you, that's what's gonna happen. Like, hey, that wasn't bad. The moment that you land your first client, that's gonna be the world game changer. Hey, I did it. In fact, I encourage any sponsor, all right, or any leader, gold or or a platinum leader. You guys do the work. Get the client. Get somebody that's interested. I encourage every leader who actively right now or sponsored that's actively booking travel to help your agent and walk them through and have them look. Let you guys do the dirty work. Get the client interested. Three-way one of your upline agents or leader or gold and platinum. Get them on the line. Look, can you help me with this booking? I need to see it in action. It's like I want to use this analogy. You guys are gonna have to, and the leaders will teach you, this is what you need to do to put the bait on the hook, right? And we're gonna cast the fishing rod out, and it's gonna go out there into the internet universe. You're gonna get a bite. Doesn't mean you're gonna be able to reel the fish in all the way, but I challenge you, do that. Let the agent who's been booking travel show you what they do with that specific client. If it means like, hey, can I split the commission with you? just so I can get the rounds in to get, just to get the knowledge. Maybe you want to offer that, maybe not. Whatever. We have enough leaders that are more than willing to help walk you through. Use them just so you can see how it's done. They're booking travel, they're locking it in, they're asking the right questions. It's important to you see it in real time too. Use it, utilize it. If you can go on a three-way, maybe see who's available to do three ways so you can listen in. Maybe they already have a client. I encourage you, get with an agent of yours that hasn't booked the travel yet. Say, listen, call them up. Hey, listen, I'm gonna book this travel for this client. You want to listen in? Have them listen in. You stay quiet. Just listen in. This is going to be huge for. Would that help you guys? A lot of you agents that haven't booked travel. Would that help you? Like, look, I don't know what to ask these like clients. I don't know prospects. I don't know what I'm a nervous wreck. Well, maybe they can get you on a three-way. You shut up. You be quiet. Don't interject. Put yourself on mute. Learn. Learn from them and see like what kind of questions are they asking. Oh, I see what you did there. I like how you said that to get them to like give them their have them give you their budget. You know what I mean? Like this is all learning techniques that you could definitely learn from some of the amazing power bookers that we have here. I think that will allow a lot of when you see it in action in real time, you're realizing, oh, they're just talking to people that just need a little bit of help, in booking their travel. I think what that will do ultimately, it'll start getting you more comfortable because I swear to you, I promise you, you're going to hear the agents ask the same darn questions, bring people on the same exact way. They're going to say the same exact thing on catering, do the commission form, all of that. And you do that enough times, rinse and repeat over and over again. You're going to be like, oh, I think I can do this now. It just becomes second nature, right? I strongly recommend that. So, this will help you guys out to get you your first booking. I think that is the most important thing. Learning is good, but learning real time stuff is even better. Cindy asks, how do you get a hold of your team leaders to help you? This is what you do. You log onto your back office, okay? And then you go to your upline, and then I want you to trace up. Go up and look who your sponsor is, look who their sponsor is, sponsor, and keep going up until you see, and then you run into a platinum, right? I'll have Amy, whoever's going to take over after this, whatever it is I'm doing here, they'll walk you through your back office. Okay. And then they're gonna show you like where the upline. It's in the menu, upline, right? Just go in and look at. Now, I'm not gonna say that all the leaders are gonna do that. Maybe I put too much on their shoulders to even do that, you know. But um, what I suggest to you is getting familiar with your discomfort. It is something that you are gonna have to do. It's very possible that the one who sponsored you or the sponsor isn't as helpful. Maybe they're just not that smart. It is what it is, right? And but it still doesn't negate the fact that you still, you still have to get out of your comfort zone and let people know you exist. You have to. So this day forward, what are you going to do to get yourself out of that comfort zone? There's a lot of things you can do. Make a post that you're definitely afraid of posting to say that you exist. Because a lot of people have said, F it, I'm just going to do it. Let's just see what happens. And there's that mentality, right? Let's just go. Let's just go for it. Okay, that's good. Word of mouth is good. Networking, talking to people is good. They're all elements of doing things that will take you out of your comfort zone and getting you out of that safe bubble. Here's a reality that I want you to know. There's a lot of amazing people that are waiting to meet you. There is a stigma of something that we grew up, and I know you guys are females, and probably it comes from your dad and your mom. Stranger danger, don't talk to strangers, etc. So we grew up a lot of times our whole entire life not talking to strangers or speak when spoken to. And I get that. I get it. There's a lot of like people with evil intent. But I'm here to tell you there's even more people that are genuinely good people that you haven't met yet. And when you understand that, you can kind of like reach out and be okay talking to anybody. How do you talk to anybody? It can come in the form of a compliment. I do this all the time when you network, when you talk to people, in that current situation. Hey, it can come as simple as, hey, I love your shoes. I love that pocketbook. Where did you get it? Don't be afraid of making business cards. Going to every single doctor's offices that exist in your yellow book inside your city, and go to every single one of them with your stapled business card on some collateral of cruise lines. Is it okay if I drop these off? A lot of doctors and clients who go to doctors, especially plastic surgeons, have money to spend. Why not? What how can that kill you? Introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Sandy Russell. I'm a travel agent in your neighborhood. I just wanted to drop these off. These are amazing catalogs of people who may want to, like, if they're looking for vacation, is it okay if I drop off this catalog right here on your waiting counter table, coffee tables, or whatever? 10 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. Go ahead. Just let you do it and just walk away. Collateral is free. Exactly. Business cards typically aren't. Go to Vistaprint. $10. Get yourself a gazillion freaking business cards. It's not that hard. Yeah. All right, listen, Linda. Listen. What I'm telling you is you got to be able to get yourself out of your comfort zone. Please, in anything in your life, this can literally change your life. And I'm not kidding when I say that. Sarah Rogers was someone that was a guest on on the episode of the Insight today. October's month, she made over $20,000 in conjunction in combination with her travel bookings and her residuals. These are the possibilities that you have in front of you. My agent Laurelani, just I was giving her some travel bookings, right? Um, she told me she had a huge month this past month. She made a little over $25,000 in commission for a massive travel booking that she did. You know what I mean? So like that kind of stuff, the the possibility, the possibility that you can actually make that much is here, right? Cindy's asking what are residuals? Well, if you have a certain team size, right? If you have a team of 3, you will make residual income that typically offsets like your monthly due, right? So if your monthly is like $89 or whatever it is, then like generally like if you have 3 people in your team, you're gonna make like 60, 50 to $60 every single month. So you're basically going to pay your monthly dues every other month because the residual hits your back office, and then you can allow it to stack to go over $89, and then when it is over $89, they'll just go ahead and take it from there, not ding your card, right? And then if you have 6 people in your organization, it's going to be like $100 that you get every month. So now you essentially make the business pay for itself residually without having to like travel bookings where like you're at the mercy of whatever you booked and the income that's coming in, you know, on a static basis for you to be able to pay that monthly due to have the business pay for itself. And then there's silver, which is like $120 or something like that. And then when you get to gold, which is like 42 people in your team, like that in itself is going to be like $1,000 residually every single month. And I think that's really cool, right? Like just to have that residually coming in. And then of course there's platinum, etc., blah blah. But that's a whole nother subject on its own. But at least like there's multiple ways of making income. And I love that. But what I want to stress out, just by being a travel agent by itself, people who don't team build at all, well, if you're struggling with team building, well, that's a whole nother subject on its own. But travel booking, right? Just the fact that people are fine without team building whatsoever. They're just booking travel, right? And to have a banner month of making a little over 25,000, that's huge. How many of you guys could use an extra 25,000 for the month? Just saying, right? Like this is the ability that you have. If you keep your mouth shut and if you don't put yourself out there, what chance do you have to make that 20K? You know what I mean? Then I'm going to tell you a cool story. Agent just started. All right. Just started. She put herself out there and then she got an inquiry. Okay. Wet behind the ears. Doesn't really know how this thing works. Gets a call from a doctor. The doctor says, listen, I want to take my uh I want to take a cruise and I want to know how much it is to take the entire cruise. Right. And she goes, oh, sure, no problem. She started asking questions. She goes, no, I don't think you understand. I want to charter the entire cruise boat. She was just flabbergasted. She didn't know how to handle it. So she called Archer Travel and basically just handed it off to Archer Travel for them to do it. Although she had to split 50% of the commissions. Okay. Although she had to split 50% of the commission, guess how much her commission was laid out to be after Archer Travel was said and done? Her commission was going to be a little over $50,000. Could she have made 100? Yeah, of course, sure, of course. But she was wet behind the ears. She didn't know how the hell to give it. Leave it to the professionals. But until you get there, use the people that you have at your disposal. But it still doesn't negate the fact that you still have to put yourself out there, is what I'm saying. If you don't put yourself out there, hi, everybody, I exist. This is where, like, people put billboards up. You have social media at your disposal. You have all of this. If you don't put yourself out there, you'll never make a chance to make that kind of money. You will miss 100% of the shots you never take. So, my challenge to you is, will you stretch yourself to get out of your comfort zone, puke if you have to, have a bucket nearby. If it's giving you so much anxiety to do it, I need you to puke. Go ahead and like, before you hit that post button, go ahead and puke in that bucket, but hit the post button, do a video, let people know that you exist. When you start doing that, things will change. And even if your first post fails, do it again. Do it again and again, and start working on toward desensitizing that anxiety. Okay, so fifth time it wasn't so bad. Sixth time wasn't so bad. Hey, you know what? I think I'm getting pretty comfortable with this. And then once you start doing that, you're gonna find yourself doing something else that's gonna make you get that anxiety all over again. But that's what you need. Find comfort in the discomfort. When you're able to do that, guys, you will grow so much as a travel agent, as a human being, even. You know, I don't know if anyone kind of like had this approach for you guys, but really, like, at the end of the day, once I asked the question, how many of you guys aren't making money? I just saw way too many names. We need to change that. Let's make let's make you make that first dollar right away. All right. So tonight, after whatever boot camp is training after me, I don't care what it is. Once you turn off that off button and close out on Zoom, I need you to visualize doing stuff that makes you uncomfortable and telling yourself, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna make me sick. It's gonna it's gonna it's gonna make me want to puke, but I'm gonna do it. I have to. Because if I don't, I'll never make money. You could at some point tell yourself, you know what? F it. This isn't for me. And then let's say you quit or whatever, you're gonna live this pattern in your life, in that safety bubble, that will never get you anywhere, because you decided, I feel safe in this this safe space. You know what I mean? Um, Here's something I'll share with you guys before, and I'll close out with this story. And I'm with you guys, okay? I'm with you. So I'm not. I'm not really naturally an extrovert. I'm a little bit both. I'm an ambivert. Like I need to go out and whatever. I need to get get out there and like kind of socialize, but yet I like my little quiet space. So I was married for what, 16 years until my wife unfortunately had passed away. A lot of you guys know this story. A lot of you guys don't. And we built this business together. And so here I am in 43 years old. My wife is gone. Someone that I intended on getting old with. I don't need to date anymore. This is it. This is my wife. This is the woman that I'm gonna get old with, and we're gonna have grandchildren together, and we're gonna tell stories about how amazing. Then we're gonna eventually get old enough, and we're gonna pass away, go to heaven together. Well, unfortunately, my wife passed away 3 years ago in 2021. It was a sudden aneurysm. Um, so here I am at the middle stages of my life. All right. Uh, I'm pretty young. I don't look like a slob. After my grieving process, I just knew in my mind I'm probably want to start dating again. You know, and I'm gonna tell you the secret truth about what a lot of men suffer from: rejection. And I think a lot of people fear that rejection, right? And especially if you like talk to a female. And I noticed this in all ages of men, like especially men who want to date. Now we got this online dating stuff, like so you match and whatever. But God forbid a guy sees a woman like that they're attracted to, they're handcuffed, they're so afraid to approach her to let her know how cute she is, etc. Right? And so here I am after about 2 years. I think I want to start dating. I can't just not have any companionship for the rest of my life. I don't know. Like a man has needs too, right? So what do I do? Like I want to get out there in the field. So here's the thing. I was so rusty. I don't know how to talk to females and I felt debilitated. The anxiety, oh my gosh. I think she's cute. I want to go talk to her. And there's a part of me that's like, the that energy inside the stomach, the anxiety levels that go up. That's a very real thing for all dudes, all guys, men, women. Your role is to put lipstick on, look cute, and whatever, and the guy should come up to you. So typically, women, it's so socially wrong when the girl has to go to the guy. Says, "I think you're cute," right? It should be the other way. It's just the way it's been for generations. So of course, as a dude, you have to get used to that element and factor. So what do I do? All right, clearly something that I'm missing in my life. I want to get better. So now I lost the art of uh like courtship, courting, dating talk, and going back to the dating scene. So I'm not afraid to admit it. Like I'm willing to educate myself all over again. Like, okay, what does this look like in today's day and age? Right? Flirting, yeah, all of that. So of course, like you have to be able to get used to that and then go out into the dating field and accept the fact that not all girls are going to be attracted to you, and that's completely okay. But what you can do is control within the element of you expressing your attraction in an honest, like non-creepy way, right? Without cat whistling or anything like that. Just having a good natural approach to a random person that you think is cute doesn't mean anything. It just they were just cute enough for you to go up and approach them. But let's see if we can spark a conversation and there's more substance to your cuteness. Okay, you're cute. You're cute enough for me, but what else you got going on for you? So I feel like I had a certain standard, but that element of having to learn that all over again, that was in itself very anxiety ridden. Like it's part of the, if I'm getting ready for a fight, because I used to be a professional fighter, leading up to the date, I'm preparing for a guy to punch me in the face and vice versa. There's a lot of anxiety building up to that. So I get anxiety. I fully understand it. But where you succeed the most and grow the most is finding and aiming to find comfort in the discomfort. And the more you play the game, the more comfortable you get. And then people will look at you and say, wow, how are you so comfortable doing this? I would never see myself doing that. Does that make sense, guys? Please tell me what I just laid out for you guys understand, and how important it is for you to get out of your comfort bubble. Because if you don't, I swear to you, you're just going to be trapped and you're going to feel handcuffed. You get what I mean? You got to get out there and you're going to realize how many people actually are going to be appreciative of meeting you. They're going to be grateful that you introduced this business to them. They're going to be grateful that they found a travel agent that helped them. You're going to see a lot of people that don't want to do the work. They just don't want to do it. They don't want to look up flights. They don't want to look up hotels. That's what you're there for. You're the specialist. So here's a good attitude that I move forward with. When I was building a team and even with Nikki booking travel, I feel in my heart and soul, everybody should know about this business. I do. I believe this with my heart and soul. Like everyone should have an opportunity to try this business out because I really feel that because it changed my life, it could change somebody else's life. But does that mean that they're all going to succeed? No, of course not. See, here's my ideology behind it. My philosophy is just like how I view Christianity. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. I think Jesus should be your savior. Here's the reality. Will everybody accept Jesus? No, absolutely not. And that's okay. But it is my mission to just share the good news. Hey, here it is. It's good for you. You know what I mean? Like having this kind of finding God is a good thing for your soul, good thing for you. But does that mean everyone is gonna buy into it? No, of course not. And that's the same exact philosophy that we should carry with this business. Am I going to be the travel agent for you? Do you do I think you need my services? Absolutely. But does that mean you're going to love me? No. It's fine. It's fine. Does that make sense? So, carry this attitude like everybody deserves to hear from you, but also accept the fact that it's not for everybody, and that's completely okay. It's a very mature way to look at it. And hey, at the very least, we met a new friend. You get what I mean? All right, guys, I'm gonna hand it back to the boot camp. Think I'm I think I got my point across in what I wanted to do to get you guys into that mental space to get you to get out of your comfort zone to do and get and obtain and attain the things that rightfully you deserve.
I am so excited. I love it. 4.5 years later, and I still get jazzed every time I listen to Charles. He is absolutely one of my amazing mentors. I actually have an award on my wall you guys can't see it. It's like up here, but I got a dedication award from Nikki and Charles years and years ago. And it was because I literally was like, what can I do better? What do I need to do next? What can I do more of? You know, every time I still plug into, Charles does a meeting twice a month, you know, and just still fills my cup with motivation. And, you know, when I need that cup filled, or, you know, Krista, get it together. What are you doing? So you guys, let's give it up. Thank you so much, Charles, for coming, for blessing us, for giving us some inspiration. I love it. You know, sometimes we all need a kind of a kick in the pants to get our ish together. So thank you so much, Charles. We love you. Mwah. Awesome, you guys. Well, I am going to bring up our